As far as I'm concerned, none of them.
They're all pretty easy.
What are you talking about,
I would
man?
say Recoded
Kingdom
is
Hearts
because of its
1
bad
is so
design.
difficult on easy mode.
Well, like, they were acting like there was so much strategy involved on any difficulty of Kingdom Hearts 1. Kingdom Hearts 2 only involves strategy on its highest difficulty.
I would
And
say
I was just kind of like, I mean, if we're not talking proud and critical mode, we're not using strategy to win. If anything, the most strategy I've used in any Kingdom Hearts game is right now.
Do we need to go back to the Tinkerbell arrow thing?
Tinkerbell arrow strap.
They wanted to bring up things like, you know, how tech points taught you how to attack the enemy at the right moment, and I was like, I mean, I would just cast arrow and run up and hit things in the face.
Man, that gravity he casted on Xemnas, perfectly timed.
I think somebody tried to bring up Sephiroth, I can't remember. I brought up Lingering Will, and that is when they finally, at least on that point, gave in and said, Lingering Will is actually a pretty challenging boss.
it is bullshit.
Are you telling me you're not?
Well, I mean, it's all about what Kingdom Hearts 2 is basically about. Learning how to dodge and block your enemies, and react to the situation.
Lingering Will is nothing more.
There was a
the
time
most
he became
epic-
a heartless.
Lingering Will has tells. If you, the point of Lingering Will is to learn all of his tells and know exactly what he's gonna do, and don't get hit by it.
Sora. He held on to
So,
his
just so
feelings
we're
in
clear,
the
ladies and
end of
gentlemen, when I said earlier the thing about how, you know, is Sora actually doing what Aqua can do, if Sora's not Lingering Will by the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, we missed an opportunity.
That's what interests you. Why the Keyblade shows Sora's
Birth by
heart.
Sleep, you're not Lingering Will.
Correct!
I mean, you're barely Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora. Because, I mean, Terra moves on. What's hilarious about that boss battle is you notice how Lingering Will is very versatile and quick?
Unlike Terra
The
himself.
exact opposites of Terra.
I have heard Terra described as the worst and hardest character to play. Because
His dash is literally flop.
he dodges like a truck.
Weird, I remember someone saying Aqua was the hardest to play.
No.
Have you ever seen a
That's the
truck
beauty.
dodge?
Hey, listen, that is the beauty of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep difficulty. If you want to sit down and look, the creators have said this, everyone has confirmed this, Birth by Sleep has difficulties.
Right. Or else I don't think you would have forgotten it.
The easiest story mode is Terra, who is the worst character.
Look,
The medium difficulty is
a good luck
Ventus,
charm Kyrie gave me.
and the hardest
It's special to her.
the hardest story
So I promise
is
that I would
Aqua's,
return it.
and you're supposed to play them Terra,
I'll never
Ventus,
forget
Aqua, because that is the
making that
progression of
promise.
the story.
It's why
If anything, all this
Which
game
means
is...
that, because of the character's individual worth, Terra
am I right?
is the worst,
Kyrie?
slowest character. Because all he is damage, no speed.
Yes.
Which means that you cannot do what you need to do. You can only damage. You can't dodge. Ventus is right in the middle. His attacks come off quicker. He dodges okay,
Do I know?
but he doesn't do that much damage.
That
Aqua, while not being physically prowess, can use command spells much more effectively, which apparently, from what I understand,
Never mind.
if you want to play Birth by Sleep correctly, you just spam command deck.
Yes.
I watched the video a few days.
Because of everything that comes out. If you go fight No Heart, the hardest boss in the game, except for maybe the other one, the hardest character to beat any of the optional bosses as is Terra, even though he has the easiest story.
I don't know if it was the Birth by Sleep or the weird 2.8 thing, but I watched a video a few days ago. It was D-Links are useless, they told me. And it was
I
someone...
haven't watched that one yet. I've seen it though.
They basically use a D-Link with Aqua to just shave through the health bar of one of the bosses.
Because Aqua is magically inclined.
Aqua in general is the best character. So even though Aqua's story is hardest, it's not much different.
What 2 comments? One, all this game is, ladies and gentlemen, is watching Sora slowly drive into this thing that makes you have feels because he starts forgetting everything.
No, it's Kingdom Hearts the Abridged series.
With a subplot of... No, it's Kingdom.
If anything, we should be doing voiceovers making fun of them.
2, as far as I'm concerned, if Sora is not doing lingering will bullshit by the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm gonna be upset.
But what number can it still hope to achieve, Brian?
I mean, you know, it loses and gains points as time goes on.
Well, I mean, it has Utada.
So, I mean, it's at a 6 or a 7 already. So, you know, it has to do a lot for it to drop down lower than that.
I think SGB put it best, and this is just his Adventures in Castle Oblivion.
Now, my other question with that, Ryan. Does story play a part in your Kingdom Hearts ranking?
No, because the story is... Well, it used to, but now it doesn't, because the story is
But what if
absolutely
there are
illogical.
feels?
Huh?
What about the feels aspect of the story?
Okay, there's feels in Kingdom Hearts. Okay, that's cool. But you know, like I said, at this point, anything prior to Dream Drop Distance, I don't even want to get into plot holes.
But what about Bay? What if there are Bay moments?
I mean, Bay has a Keyblade now. I expect Bay to do things.
I mean, don't we all?
Here's hoping.
It's a woman in a Gamora game. She's not going to do jack shit. Look
Hey,
at fucking
man.
lightning.
Jack
She's probably gonna kill like 2 heartless.
Jack shit?
She's gonna kill 2 heartless.
Jack shit?
That was unintentional, I swear.
I hate this character.
So
Oh my
you've
God,
said
I
it.
forgot you hate Jack Skellington.
So
I
he
hate
said in
Jack
every.
Fucking
Every time
motherfucker.
we come here.
What's our Kingdom Hearts 1
Jack is shit.
I mean, she's probably gonna literally pop up every now and then, kill like 2 heartless, and then be like, Sora!
I mean, I'm trying to figure out how. I'm imagining that at some point we're literally going to have the moment where we're literally playing it. I have the feeling that we're going to have random breaks in the story where we switch over to whatever Riku's doing.
Who is ready for Riku's Keyblade armor?
Oh my god. No, wait. Has anyone else seen Riku's new Keyblade?
Oh
You
my God.
keep
Oh
showing-
my god, his Nissan
Aren't-
key!
Are they as disappointed as I am?
You
I
keep
don't
showing me that
I don't
picture.
understand any part of that situation.
Riku's Nissan key.
They took one of the most interesting characters with the most symbolizing Keyblade, and then ruined it. Summon card, Jack.
Ooh, look at it. Look at it. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's so
Yeah.
So that
Yeah,
says
it's like
you-
that.
beautiful.
So it
man.
says summon card, Jack.
But
But
pictures.
there's an item.
No. But
Somebody fucked
you're
up.
correct.
So wait, which one is it then?
I don't know. I'm kind of confused now because this example for summon card, Jack was 2 different summons
And
and a
I,
potion.
Symbol Mushu item card.
Like I don't understand how that's Jack.
oh no! Summon card, get Jack. Gotta get Kronk up in this bitch.
I have to have Jack.
No, you don't.
Oh, you mean nope?
Nope.
That worked because that's not how that works.
Lord.
Well,
That happened.
somebody done fucked up.
I like how you're gonna correct me, and then you realize I was just right. Like,
I mean,
the
it's
tutorial,
like,
the
I
picture in
didn't
the
say that you were wrong about the picture.
No one said you were
I
wrong.
didn't say you were wrong about the picture. I just
God
said
damn.
you should try it to see what happens.
God damn it! I knew it was coming, and I tried
So-
to stop it, and it worked.
Nobody said you were wrong.
So
we
if-
all just said, what if one?
So, like, who the fuck are the DLC characters for Fighters going to be? Because I haven't seen any GT love so far.
Well, I mean, as far as I know, the first cycle of DLC characters for Dragon Ball FighterZ has been completely accurate. It's been Bardock Broly, and now it's Vegito, Blue Vegito, Fuse Zamas. And then, if I'm not mistaken, the next set is supposed to be regular Goku and regular Vegeta.
That puts like 5 Gokus and Vegetas in the game. What the fuck?
As you do.
Yeah, what he said.
And people complained about
As you do.
and people complained about Budokai Tenkaichi being bad about that.
It's the Goku and Vegeta Variety Hour.
Also,
It's Goku and friends.
Also, something I've noticed, why is it, like, out of all shonen series, Dragon Ball Z is the only one we acknowledge the movie villains? I mean, it's like, I don't think any movie villains for, like, Bleach, One Piece, or Naruto have ever appeared in any of the games.
Well, that's because normally when they make movie villains, they just make a random villain. Whereas Dragon Ball normally has a villain that kind of fits the lore.
Oh yeah, because Turles totally makes sense. Frieza did a real good job there wiping out all the Saiyans.
I mean, you know, the fact that all the Saiyans were on the planet at the same time is kind of ridiculous.
You see,
I want you to think about that. That means that Frieza called them all back, and they all had time to get back there.
Frieza would do that, though.
But we don't see him call all the Saiyans back. Which means
he called them for Frieza Day?
Which means, well, yeah.
In the file that the guy found that was included in the patch had a bunch of code names. The code names basically coincided with pairs. He basically theorized that Chara BDN was Broly, and that Chara BRS was Bardock. And then basically he theorized the rest of them, which currently he is 2 for 2, as Barlock and Brody were the first DLC characters for the game, and then the second pair was ZMB and VTB.
Did he fuck that up?
Did he say Barlock?
Yeah,
And Brody?
Yeah.
I swear to...
I heard it.
Brody,
I
man.
swear you said Brody. That's the Surfer Saiyan, man.
I mean, it wouldn't make any difference. It's basically the same thing.
Super Saiyan douche.
Super Saiyan.
No, I'm a Surfer Saiyan. What? He gets long hair and a surfboard?
Oh,
I'm Brody, man!
Well, Super Saiyan 3 is basically Surfer hair.
It's Brody, the Surfer Saiyan!
We need to stop giving Toriyama ideas. I can see him charting that down on his notepad
I
right now.
Man, it's already in Dragon Ball Heroes.
I surf on my key, man!
Hey, am I the only one who thinks that anime might be the dumbest thing ever?
If it embraces the stupidity like fusions, it will be amazing. I just want a fight of the Super Saiyan 5 Golden Grade 8 Brawly fighting the Super Saiyan 5 Golden Grade 8 Bardock. That's all we need.
Man, that's what Gunpla is. It's Dragon Ball Heroes. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
We end up on strange
Next pair is
tangents.
Everyone
normal
does.
Goku, normal Vegeta.
Look how fucking repetitive this is. We have to tangent about anime garbage.
The last pair that was supposed to come out was supposed to be AVP, which he theorized to be Android 17, and CLF, which he theorized to be cooler.
Is it going to be Super 17 or Super 17?
Probably Super 17.
Fuck, I hate this
I mean,
series.
I imagine it's gonna be Super 17 and not Super 17. Because no one likes Super 17, but Super 17 might be the best.
Hey, what if
character
Super
ever made.
17 and Super 17 fused?
Because Super 17 might be the best thing to come out of Super.
Okay, I'm actually getting confused now. And, like, you said, the reason you think the Dragon Ball movie villains and stuff appear is, like, because they kind of have some connection. It's like, you say that, but we have one of the villains in one of the One Piece movies apparently was a guy that he was, like, a Marine, and apparently he trained, like, all the Marines in the series.
And I mean, that's just how that goes. And if you want to get into Season 2, there's apparently rumors that Season 2 is going to be the combinations of Tapion and Gogeta. Roshi and Videl with Great Saiyan Man. Raditz and Zarbon. Kappa and Kale with Kefla.
Are they going to be separate, or is the fusion going to be the character?
It's supposed to be Kale with Kefla, which means that Kefla
Wait,
is
oh, Kale with Caulifla.
like Caulifla.
Remember, Kefla is the fusion.
I don't remember because I just look at both of those characters and be like, why are you here?
Because Dragon Ball needed more waifus.
It needed more marketing.
Hey,
We needed another reason to go into Ultra
have we
Instinct
all
Oven
have we-
instead of Ultra Instinct.
Have we all seen the picture though? What, you mean non-canon, the power-up?
God damn it. Fucking stupid ass.
Because you know what the manga still hasn't done yet?
Dumbass art.
Why are all the numbers blue now?
Because
That's
he's in a
really
room
good.
that increases his card numbers.
Oh, wow. I'm impressed you're paying attention. Ooh.
That could have just been guesstimating.
Well, that could have been.
But yeah, it's a gimmick room of your cards are just
And
better.
I said the one.
No, just my attack cards.
And I said the one thing about the
Technically, yeah, it is attack.
I said the one thing about, like, you know, the movie villains and all that, but I actually just remembered the movie villain for Film Gold was actually in One Piece Burning Blood as DLC purely because of
Do you really want the villain from Naruto, the waifu movie, to be in a fighting game?
Actually, wait, because the last is canon, aren't they actually?
I believe in Rose Gold that is a character.
They actually are, because that movie's canon.
And yeah, that movie is actually canon.
The better one would be the villain from the
What's
Snow
funny is
movie
that
where
movie-
Naruto does the
what's-
knot Rasengan.
What's funny is that movie is canon, and because that movie is canon, the anime never addresses when they get together. It just has their marriage. Because after the main plot, it literally skips in time past the movie, and the last season is literally people trying to figure out what gift they're gonna give Naruto for his wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what the hell even are the other Naruto movies? The only one I remember off the top of my head is that Snow one, because that was like the first one.
Wait, we don't have, I mean, Naruto movies are kind of dumb. Naruto Shippuden movies actually have interesting plots.
But then they're
There's
fucking wasted.
There's like the one where he gets thrown in prison and can't use jutsu and has to fight everyone all natural.
But man, who cares when King Cold is going to achieve a greater form?
Oh my god, you saw that video too?
I mean, I every time I see a video like that, I immediately
That
go,
guy
oh.
posts those videos and I'm like, where is it? Where are these? Are these just fan mangas? What is
It is it's a fan manga where Vegito never unfuses, and so for some reason he fucks Bulma as a kid.
Well, yeah, because I mean, if you were given the choice.
Wait, who's cheating in that scenario?
I think according to the writer, because Chi-Chi is used to Goku not being home anyway, it made more logical sense, and so the consensus was Bulma.
Huh.
And I mean, Brian.
Whatever.
Hey Brian, really? Is there really a choice?
Again, someone wrote this shit, and then they wrote something about the fact that because when he fights Cooler turns into that weird form. He was like, but the thing that people didn't realize is that we never got to see King Cold's true potential.
That is.
And so he's like, and King Cold turns into that weird form, but then he ascends higher.
It's a common fan theory that King Cold was weak because he, unlike Frieza and Cooler, hadn't transformed into higher states of his people and was running around as one of the lower ones.
People commonly think he's a second stage.
Oh no! You didn't read the thumbnail. That's not what it said.
No,
Cooler unlocks.
No,
the
Cooler-
fifth and sixth form.
Cooler states in canon that Cooler's form is
He's one form
past what Frieza could do. So the King Cold secondary crazy theory you're talking
Oh
about.
god, that means Cooler is like so non-canon now.
Hey, you want to watch me start a
Cooler's canon is.
Hey, you want to watch me start something toxic? Who's stronger, Cooler or Frieza?
Cooler in his in Cooler's movie, he pretty much explains the final form.
I don't know if Cooler got beat by Super Saiyan 1.
Yeah, they both were.
Yeah. Wait, are we talking?
We talking
super?
I'd start with out Super and then throw
Are we
Super in
talking
later.
Super? Are
Well-
we talking about the fact that we're gonna make another movie so that we can get Golden Cooler?
I'm sure that already probably exists in Heroes.
Yeah, it does.
Of course it does.
I'm pretty sure. I know that Super Saiyan 4 Gohan is totally a thing. Here.
Super Saiyan. So you're telling me that Dragon Ball Heroes is Dragon Ball fan service?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, if you thought, man, it would be dumb, but cool if X happened. Well, X happens in Heroes.
Basically.
No.
And from what I understand, how that happens is Gohan gets teleported from the GT universe to the Super universe, and then goes Super Saiyan 4. This is
Hero.
also after Beyond Perfect Cell. Or whatever that form is called.
How do you add?
Why does that
to
only
set?
have 2 shadows?
Sail over heaven.
Oh my god. Hey. I didn't know that was all that was a thing until I was watching stuff about JoJo.
How did you not know that was?
I didn't know about Ascended Heaven Dio.
How?
I just didn't.
It's only in Eyes of Heaven, but how?
Sail over heaven.
Eyes of Heaven Dio is great.
Open the gate.
Because only Dio would turn into God.
Mm-hmm.
The asshole.
I was only able to do that with the corpse
Go
parts
ahead,
of Jesus
Mr.
Christ.
Durster. Understand.
Yeah, he used the corpse parts of Jesus Christ and got a Requiem stand and basically everything.
Yes.
And Jotaro beats him because his stand learns how to do it too. Just like with the world.
Mm-hmm.
I thought there was more of an explanation to that.
No,
I
from
watched
what
a playthrough of
from what
Eyes
I
of
understand,
Heaven.
from what I understood, it being explained, basically Jotaro, the Star Platinum learns how to do it.
It learned the world.
From what I understand, there is an explanation that I've heard. I'm not sure where it exists, but it's that basically as Dio's stand evolved, so does Star Platinum. So basically, when Dio gains the power, Star Platinum already has it, but Jotaro has to learn how to use it.
And then the ending of Eyes of Heaven, everyone who died in every part doesn't die, which causes serious fucking repercussions if that were to actually happen.
Mm-hmm.
Why cause?
JoJo is great.
Yes. That's good shonen right there. Unlike that super bullshit.
Me and Brian talked about why it was so weird.
It's just balls to the wall ridiculous.
Well, there's that. I mean, you can't really make something ridiculous if it's already there. But more than that, it makes sense why it's so good. Because, I mean, we get power creep in a sense. And, normally the final boss is OP as hell. We have to figure out some crazy way to beat him. Like, I don't know if you know how Funny Valentine dies. But that shit don't make sense.
Infinite rotation.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
makes
that's all you
total-
have to say because it doesn't make sense.
It makes total sense in the context of the part.
Do you understand Funny Valentine, Brian? I don't know. Okay, it's Funny Valentine's power. He has access to all dimensions.
Oh yeah, you told me about this.
He's the one with
All-
D4C.
He has to be Dirty Deeds and Dirty Cheat.
Or D4C if you...
He has, the only stipulation for him to transport him and apparently other people to another dimension is he must be between something and the ground. Such a light rule that if he were to pour a bucket of water on his head, he could use the power because he's technically between the water and the ground. When he pulls somebody into another dimension, if they come in contact with their alternate selves, they're basically pulled into a black hole and ripped to pieces.
They're pulled together into one being, which ends up killing both of them.
But this does not apply to Funny Valentine, who all throughout every dimension all have the same goal of acquiring the corpse parts, which for some reason are only exist in the base universe, which is the one that the Funny Valentine we see is in. But his power is so broken to the sense where if he were to be shot in the heart, he could use this, replace himself with another Funny Valentine from another dimension, and that Funny Valentine would then be caught up on all the details about what was happening, and then be able to continue the plan.
Mm-hmm.
However, they are not the same being, therefore they may carry out the mission in a different way. The way he is defeated is that because other people have apparently axe stands in later parts, kind of like, what was it, Reaver?
Echoes.
Yeah, that one. And so...
Freeze! It's H-I-T!
So main character, Johnny Joestar, his stand has axe. But in order for him to access Act 4, he has to use the Pelly's infinite rotation. And basically, he throws a needle that's spinning so infinitely that when it hits, from what I understand, it hits Funny Valentine and then pulls every Funny Valentine from every dimension to the spot that Funny Valentine is in and kills all of them.
Yes.
That is what I understood was told to me. And that's because that is how much that needle is spinning.
It was spinning so fast it ripped the dimensional space.
Well, we don't beat Kira in such a ridiculous fashion.
Yeah, Akira probably has the most pain-like death out of all the parts.
Then we had the whole Stan resetting the universe thing.
Ah, made in heaven.
Because he didn't want to write the future, so he
Heaven's Door!
So he had to Stan reset the universe so that the next arc would be in the past, but that's the horse race across America for the...
If people made JoJo videos like people make Dragon Ball videos,
They do.
what if Polnareff was in part 4?
They
do?
You don't think they do that?
I hope they don't do that.
I'm sorry to tell you, Brian. There are videos like that.
Okay, guys. So my question of the day is kind of a running joke I want to keep going. Do you guys hate Jack Skellington as much as Sean does? I thought I would ask more or less every time we see him in a Kingdom Hearts game if you guys share Sean's opinion of the character or if you disagree. I want to kind of keep this running joke question going because I figure it will always end up with very interesting responses if anyone decides to answer it. So, anyway, I would really love to know what you guys think. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments below, or you can leave them on social media. All my social media links are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you liked my video, please hit the like button and leave some comments. If you're new to my channel and want to see more of my videos, please hit the subscription button and subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please ring the bell next to the subscription button. That gives you the proper notifications of whenever I upload a new video. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media. Doing all of these things really helps out the channel, and it really helps our communities grow. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys next time.